Hi, my name is Adriana. I'm from Brazil. I left my career as a business analyst to pursue a dream of becoming a software engineer. And I can't wait to start the next chapter of my life.
Hi, my name's Ben, and after working in sales and getting tired of the monthly reset, I decided to reset myself and learn how to code.
Hi, I'm Chirag. I was an English teacher who's been interested in tech for a while, which is why I'm at the School of Code. I love coding in teams to make beautiful, interactive sites and apps. It's much more fun than coding alone.
Hello, my name is Cintia. I'm from Brazil. I have a background as a graphic designer, always being a creative person, and I thought it would be great to go to the tech field and learn how to become a good developer as well.
Hello, my name is Kattana, and I am a Brazilian former lawyer living in London, and I'm looking forward to starting my new career in the tech industry.
Hi everyone, I'm Valerio. I'm a sports therapist with a degree in psychology. I am passionate about humans and I enjoy solving problems. I can't wait to start my career in tech because I want to make a difference and improve people's lives through software.
To identify the problem our app would solve, we conducted research by sending a questionnaire to existing tech workers and boot campers. We learnt these two major reasons why tech workers apply for so many roles, and that most people use email or spreadsheets to track job applications. Using these methods makes job information look cluttered and doesn't give much room for extra details and notes. We wanted to create something visually appealing, that allows filtering, has multiple fields, and gives carefully selected resources for gaining a job in tech. Answering this question allowed us to understand the underlying value our app should provide. Our measure of success would be creating an app we used for tracking our own job applications after the School of Code because it was a major improvement on using spreadsheets. We identified two groups to target with our job tracker after analysing our research questionnaire. Bootcamp graduates who would be sending multiple applications in a short space of time, and existing tech staff who get inundated with opportunities through recruiters on LinkedIn.
Now we started to talk about the next steps, our journey, how we got this solution and the management, how we work in this project. So I will start talking about the ideation, that we use the Disney ideation to make the choice for our future for the app and also the MVP. We discuss about the user journey to see how the user using our app, what we need to do. We plan our component tree to make sure everyone understands how will be the React component in our app. For the design, we chose to be in the Figma one, that we did our low fidelity, our global styling, that it was something that everyone in our team can be able to style in our app. We have two versions, on the high fidelity, that was the light one, dark one, and also the mobile size. Now we'll talk about the management. We use the agile methodology and the software development cycle to guide us in these 4 weeks. We have our team manifest to make sure everyone is the same path, to understand how we working in this project in these 4 weeks. I will talk now about a little of our days. We start on the morning doing our startups to discuss what we need to do. We use the Jira to manage our time and the things that we need to do. We split in pair to make the pair program. Each pair gets a ticket from the Jira and does your only branch on the GitHub to work in it. You can see the main one and development branch was locked. It was something that we agreed was a good practice for us. No one can merge without a review the other person. Also, these two branches was deployed on the night flight to make sure everything was working. At the end of each sprint, we had our retros. We used the 4Ls methodology in the middle board. There we discussed what was good, what we learned, what was not so good, and what we can improve for the next sprint. We did also 3 kinds of testing. Was the super test for the backend, the React testing library in Cypress for the front end. And right now I'm showing you the Cypress testing. So now I pass to Kattana and Ben to show our API. Thank you.
I will present our website. This is the website landing page. On this page, the user can see a brief information about the website, and clicking on the button Start Today, the user is sent to a new page where he can choose login using a previous Google account or login creating a new account. Our group is using the Auth0 software to handle user authentication. When the user is logging on the website, he can find his credential on the sidebar and he can add a new job, clicking on the button Add Job. I will enter a job title, company, mean salary, and I will skip the max salary so you can see a message when I try to save this form. Job status. This is the message saying that I need to type a max salary greater than the mean salary. I'll do that. Clicking on the save button. This is a successful message saying job created. I can find the job that I have just created displaying on the table. The user has the option of edit the job and deleted the job. And the user has the option of choose between the light mode and dark mode, just clicking on this button. And now I'm going to pass to my colleague Ben, that's going to keep presenting our website.
Thank you. Carrying on, after you've added a new job, there are a couple of things you can do with it. You can delete it if you want to, if you've made a mistake, or which most people just want to edit it. And you go here, edit it, you can actually add a lot more information, sort of like contact names, so you can have bobbins, any application deadlines, any interview dates, any notes, job descriptions, all things that are going to be beneficial for you, adding like to help apply for the job. If you've made a mistake or you don't want to cancel, you can click cancel, or most people do, you want to click save. Okay, no doubt over time you will actually have quite a number of jobs here. We do have pagination, but I've only got 9 here listed myself. But if you just go beyond that, you can obviously change the amount of rows it shows per page, etc. To make it easier, if you do have a lot of jobs, you can actually have filtering. So in this case, it'll just pull up the ones on the wish list, the ones you've applied for. And also, if you want to filter, by company, to make it easier, if you're looking for a specific company, you can just do it that way. Okay, and lastly, we have the resources page. Now here at the moment is just links to preparations for finding a job, helping you, guidance to the interviews, stuff with CVs. Obviously, there is a lot more room to actually expand this out down the line, where you can actually have for example, if you want links to specific technologies. Okay, and lastly, as you can see here, the site is fully responsive.
During our 4 weeks project, we encountered many challenges, and we will explain our top 3 related to teamwork and tech choices we made. As a team, we all came from different backgrounds, technical skills and ways of working. But towards the week one, we start to disagree about the way the project was progressing. We move away from our initial plan to avoid conflicts. But its small problems escalate very quickly. Our team started to fall apart, and honestly, we couldn't see how we could reintegrate as a team. We tried different strategies to overcome our issues, like talk with our mentors, coaches, and had an honest conversation as a team about what was going wrong. What have we learned? Being honest about how we are feeling and align not only our technical expectations, but also our personal expectations for the project. Review strategies, because sometimes it's necessary to take a step back to moving forward, and we aren't afraid to start again. So we review our strategy by revisiting our team manifesto. So we change the frequency of code reviews with a team. We only doing pair programming and everyone was rotating in different sections of the project. We made our sprints shorter and more manageable. And also, how effectively working in a diverse team by utilizing different perspectives provided by individuals. Use individual strengths to specialize in different technical areas like React, MongoDB, Tailwind.
Options in tech are endless. The challenge is pick the right tool for the job. We asked ourselves what are the best tools for us and how can we use them effectively. There were two major areas we had to figure out the right tool for: database and styling. We picked MongoDB over PostgreSQL because of the flexibility Mongo gives us. We chose Mongo because it's logical for a single user's data to live in one place, instead of multiple relational tables. Instead of having a huge SQL table with hundreds of jobs and countless empty fields, with Mongo we store a single user as a single document. Additionally, Mongo gives us the possibility to store an infinite number of fields for each document, which means that if we want to add an extra field to our objects, we can do that without any changes on our database schema or API. Learning to use Mongo wasn't the easiest thing, and it took a few days before the team was comfortable with it, but it really paid off. Our next challenge was styling. CSS is hard. We needed a tool that would make it easier for us to create beautiful components and animations. We considered using other libraries that give us pre-made components, but that wasn't good enough. We didn't want to use someone else's components, we wanted to make our own and make them look amazing without too much effort. Tailwind stood out instantly. Its functional approach gave us a lot of freedom and room for creativity. There was a bit of a learning curve to start with, because Tailwind has its own ways of naming classes. But once we got the hang of it, everyone on the team was able to style a component in a matter of seconds. And finally, Tailwind has great tooling. You don't need to memorize all of the names and classes. VS Code will autocomplete every Tailwind class for you, and if you hover over it, it will show you the plain and simple CSS. Next, Chirag will talk about our vision for the app.
Having 4 weeks restricted the team, but here are some important features we would implement. Given another week, we could have created an email notification feature which would send weekly summaries of your job applications. Users would also receive reminders to contact companies if they hadn't received any response 2 weeks after the application deadline. In another 2 weeks, we would have added a data visualization section with users' application data displayed in charts and graphics. This would allow users to analyze trends, help them spot issues if they aren't having much success. Finally, given an additional 3 weeks, we believe we would have created a web scraper to allow users to search for and apply to jobs from Indeed and LinkedIn.